Alright, what is up everyone? Welcome to another game in the Rapid Speedrun. Got another 30-minute game scheduled for y'all. Yeah, probably a little difficult to find 30-minute games. Oh, we got one against a 1733. He starts with D4. Again, I don't have an opening response for D4 just yet, so what I've been doing is B6. And hoping that they take the center with E4. It doesn't happen this time around. But my move is going to remain the same. He might go knight here, in which case he's been following the Jobava course. Thinking either E6 or knight to F6. E6 is my typical stuff, so let's go there. I can also pin the knight, which would be rather annoying for him, since he's already moved his bishop. Okay, so now he can put a piece on G5, and it'll be a little bit annoying. But I'm wondering if I just don't worry about that. I'm thinking maybe D5 is playable here. Or maybe C5. Maybe D5 followed by C5. The only thing is, with this move, gotta go here, and this knight is gonna find a home on E5, which is always rather annoying. Yeah, so probably D6 is actually better, because I've learned on these positions that I don't like him having a knight on E5. It gets kind of uncomfortable. The thing is, if I go knight f6 now, bishop will come here, and I can no longer play d6. So, I think I'm going to start with d6. What is that? Cuba? I don't know what flag that is. Chile. Against Enzo. Let's see, so we didn't put a piece here. So maybe I will. Just to prevent any of these moves. This might happen, but he'd have used a couple tempos to do so. Not to mention bishop e7 is still playable. Okay, knight d2, normal. I'll play c5. He pushes the pawn. Yeah, I kind of want to play c5. The other thing is, if he takes, then I take, and he does have this after all, which I was trying pretty hard to not give him. However, he also doesn't have a good way to keep it there, so I'll be able to play this. And bishop here, for example, here. We could trade, I guess. That's not awful. Maybe I'll start with this before I go c5. Okay, c3. This guy's playing his opening pretty quickly. Yeah, I would like to play c5 now. Got some Diet Cherry Coke from Wendy's. Delicious. I'm on a diet right now, so I just had a salad when I went, which still tasted good. Probably not all that healthy, but calories said it wasn't too bad. But that's probably just because they don't put a whole lot of food in there. next move that I want to do is something that I learned analyzing some computers recently. But the idea is to go queen to c8, and you're kind of contesting this file, so they're probably going to want to put their rook right here. However, your true intention is to go bishop a6 and try to trade these off. In order for that to work, normally you do have to kick this pawn out, because otherwise he'll just push it and stop that. But that's the idea anyway. And he's finally taking a deep think. I wonder if it's just because it's the first confrontation. Or maybe he's taking a piss. I don't know. Okay. It's a good move. So, maybe a change of plans. Maybe I have to go queen c7. And then probably b5. Excuse me. That's just too annoying a position, though. I don't want him to have that. Alright, so queen c7 is a possibility. Is e5 a possibility? If captures, captures, and knight captures. Knight captures, bishop captures. I don't think I'm winning at the end of that line. Probably queen c7. Then I could play e5. Yeah, I like this move. Would have preferred for it to be on c8, but this isn't bad. Then what I can do is, after I kick him with b5, I could even move my pawn forward to c4 if I want to. Or I could just support it with a6. I have a few different pawn levers available to me. He might also just capture this pawn, which would be pretty good actually, I think. Do I take that with the queen then? Let's go on the other side of the board, okay. So like I said, this is a possibility, this is a possibility. I'm now also seeing that knight h5 is a possibility, because I think this would just be quite the whack setup. Also, if I do this, I can threaten that way and win the pawn after this. So knight h5 looks really tempting. The other thing is knight h5, let's say I get a couple moves in a row here, for the sake of, I don't know why. He does have knight e5 at the end of that, which is kind of the move I've been trying to avoid this whole time. So maybe I kick him first. Man, is that bishop that annoying? I don't think so. What about e5? That was the move I was considering. Oh crap, he actually has more pieces on that than I thought. I have 3 defenders and he has 3 attackers. No, 4 attackers, sorry. So that would not work out in my favor. Here, and he's moving back though, which is decent. Then maybe this move is okay. might just go for this anyway. The only thing is he could just drop back to bishop h2. And then I'm kind of out of place with my knight on h5. It's tricky. Yeah, b5 is looking more and more like the right move. Because I don't want my knight to be in the wrong place on h5. b5 it is. Alright, so he moves back. I don't want to take that pawn because this file opening up is not going to do me any favors. Shut this down instead. Okay, so now that I made a little bit of room for myself, what happens if I play e5? Takes. Obviously, if everything exchanges out, this is fine with me. I don't mind my rook coming here to d8, facing this queen. That could end up being okay. I even have the move e4 available if I want it. I don't think I do, but it is there. I've also opened up a new square here, but that doesn't amount to much. I can't go anywhere really. Better to be right here, really. That would shut down his bishop quite a bit. Then perhaps I could play like a d5 just to kind of cement this. It doesn't break that easily, actually. These openings are not my strong suit, so this it's making me think a good little bit. These games. I think it's about time I start looking for some squares to put my pieces on, though. I think I've weathered the storm as far as the opening is concerned, but I should look for like a forever home for him. I don't think me capturing here is ever going to do anything for me, so I'll probably avoid doing that. I would like to get my rook here to d8. Probably bishop e7 and castle would be some of the next moves I'm thinking. A6 also playable. Honestly, maybe I wait to play a6. Maybe I wait for an a5 push. Because if you look at his king side, this doesn't look like the best place to castle onto, so maybe he'll castle queen side. In which case, me saving the tempo for a5 could be good if I'm going to be attacking. Every tempo will help. If we castle on opposite sides, it's going to be a race, really, to see who has the attack first. But yeah, e4 followed by d5. Actually have a good bit of space there. Yep, gonna take this. Alright, he backed up. Well, I guess I said, I want to play this in the future, but right now it doesn't make sense. Probably want to get my bishop here first. And then I could possibly play... Ooh, actually, some new moves are coming to me. Do I want this here? Something decent could definitely occur there. Yeah, let me get this here first. That way, if I get a nice knight over here, that when he captures, I have a pass pawn right in his safe zone, if you could call it that. Excuse me. And if he ever plays e4 to keep me from playing the move, then I think then I have this move order that I was referring to. I don't think a pawn would be terrible in f4. I think I have a pretty decent position here. It's more comfortable for me than for him, I would say, at least. That's what happens when you play some weird moves, though, in the opening. You get punished for it. Well, looks like this guy isn't only about blitzing out moves. He takes his time for some of them as well. I mean, now appears to be a good time to play e4. I even see a pawn sack here. So here, queen takes, pawn up. No, I don't like that, actually. The only thing is here, bishop takes. Knight is going to come to g5. What have I won exactly? I mean, I guess I have knight over here to c5. Yeah, I'm still holding steady. And then I'm looking here at a check. I could also go there immediately. Oh no, I can't go there immediately, right? Takes. Oh no, that's fine still. So I could go knight c5 right away, or we could go with the e4 plan. Kind of like e4 more. There's also the possibility he moves this first, and we take the bishop and then one pawn out of it. That'd be very nice. And he doesn't give it to us, but it's okay. Here, and then the knight to c5 will come. Or would it be better if I went this way? Does it matter? Oh no, it does matter, right? Because I'm trying to protect e4. That I did not expect. So he's going for this, obviously. If I go here, he takes check, boom, boom. Then he would take my queen with check, so that's no good, obviously. Okay. Here, let's say he takes, and I will go here. No, because the thing is, he would then take that, which would be rather uncomfortable. Maybe now it's time for a6. Maybe he goes knight f5, but I don't see him actually threatening anything with that move. Play a6. I figured he'd go there. But I just go here and I don't see what the problem is. Oh, okay. He's threatening the g7 square. So here, let's say he takes a check. I go here, he goes there, and he loses it. He goes here, he loses it. He goes here, he loses it. Okay, this is fine. I'll bait him to play g7, or takes g7. Actually, if you use the bathroom real quick, let's see if he does it. Back. Well, I don't even need the headset. I don't want to put that on. Yeah, I think just g6. And he's running out of squares to keep it on. Here, and then the pawn is going to do pretty much what my queen and knight were doing earlier. Maybe we'll see this. Fine with me. Alright, so he just moves back. So now I can play the move I was intending the whole time. And since this bishop isn't looking at anything, maybe I could drop it back to c8 and like to take this pawn. The cool thing about this move too is if he takes, we have this exposed check. Not check, but threat on the rook. This guy's like 100 points rated higher than us, so if we win, it should be a good amount of points. I'm hoping to be able to get this account to 2,000 before the Charlotte tournament. But we'll see if I have enough time. I gotta get my main account there too. If he threatens the knight, I'm just going to go right ahead and play this move with check. No point in delaying it. Okay. Let's check him. Obviously, if he takes with the bishop, he's going to be losing the rook. So I should be fairly happy in that position. But more likely he just moves his king somewhere. And I then have to worry about c4 falling. I'm thinking maybe I play bishop d5 to protect it. Seems decent. There's no world where I want to capture the pawn on b3 with my pawn. Zero world where that occurs. Oh, we've used up like 2 minutes, I think, on this move so far. Alright, and he ended up going to the side there. So one thing I could do is I can just go here. And then he can't really take because this just wins me the queen. So I'll do that. He has this move, but I'm not really threatened by it. I don't think he gets anything out of it. If anything, I'll just go here. The only thing is now he can't capture this. I'd be pretty happy. So I'd have to do this like immediately. Though it might be worth them capturing with a D pawn. Since then I could literally just freeze the position. It's an idea. This becomes a lot easier to play for white though, or for black. Because he has to worry about every single move he makes not falling to some sort of tactic. My moves are pretty easy to make. Tries to support, I think I'll just go here. Grab the pawn. Pretty sure. I think the square I want to go, by the way. If he does put his knight here, it's going to be queen d6, because I don't want his knight going here. Grab, grab, grab. I'll at least get a pawn out of him. Yeah, I think I have like a mental response to almost every move he can make. Except for that one. That one I did not see coming. Pretty sure I'd just take that with my pawn. That was one of his main protectors over his king. There's a problem now, though. And that problem is that this king or rook is exposed. So he does have slight tempo. But what if I go here? Let's say he takes the rook. Check. Do I have a mate here somewhere? I mean, it looks too good to not have a mate, but I'm not sure if I do. I know I at least have a bishop that I can get. It's probably good enough, honestly. But let's see. So boom, boom, takes check. No. Guess every other score is fair game. I'm just gonna consider this a no because I just take that with check. And I'm pretty happy with that position. So this score was a no. This score was a no. This one I'm considering a no. This is a no. If he goes here, my knight is there, then let's check. Mate, right? No, it is not. Yeah, nothing supports my queen there, so that would not be mate. I'd be able to move my knight back. It looks really tempting, but I just don't know that it works. What I don't like is he has this move available, which is pretty annoying. Right now, that move isn't available either, actually. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Okay, never mind. Change of plans. Here, check, and this move is no, this move is no, this move is no, this move is no. This one I said I like, because I can take there, so I'm happy. This move, I have check, and then that's mate in one. So yeah, this is fine. This should be fine. We'll see if I was right. hope that's a brilliant move. Might be a blunder though. I mean, this is the only move that I haven't fully dove into, but like I said, so here, check, here, check, here. I could check him again. And then both of these are off limits. So he has to go back here. And then he gets checked. So, okay. I'm thinking here, or I just take. Which do I prefer? I can just take it. I can trade off the queens. I think I want to just take it. Alright. And if he takes my rook, then it's just rook for rook. But I think I'd get more out of it. Yeah, let's let him think. There's no way this is bad though. If he takes with king, then I'm just going to take the pawn on e3 and convert this. Yeah. Excuse me. Cool. Okay, so he's got some counterplay, I guess. I'm gonna want to go here. I like this move. And then I can play rook to e7. If I want to. Which I think I do. Or I could just go knight here. Both perfectly okay moves. Yeah, I want to target this now. I can donate a few pawns, I think, over here. Not to mention, if he moves out of the way of the check, then he's going to get hit with knight e5 check, picking up the pawn. Really? Just f5, no? Am I missing? If he wants to take one more pawn, then I'm gonna have to check. It's a little scary that he has this many passed pawns, but so this is actually protected. Okay, and now I can actually castle with check again. And I'll pick up the other knight. And we might might see a resignation soon, not sure. He might try to play it out. He does have some pawns on the queen side that he could try pushing. Alright, we're hoping for a brilliant move here, guys. In the review. Oh, is it after 12? No, it's not after 12, so I have to switch account to look at the game afterwards to see if there's a brilliant move. Yeah, why is there an I didn't know that I played that. That's cool. I didn't know they gave the little marker. I know I played en passant, that's not what I meant to say. He goes here, I'm actually going to check him before I take the knight. Just because I want to try to get a mate threat in. I think this is probably the highest rated person we've played on the climb so far, 1733. It's pretty good. Honestly, if I were him, I would probably go here and try running for it. I know it doesn't really seem cool because you have check with tempo, but I think that might be your best bet. Nope, we just get a resignation. Cool. Yeah, let me switch accounts real quick, and we're gonna try going over that game just to see if I could farm any brilliancies. Friends, monkey moves. %84. How can I not get 90? What am I doing wrong? No brilliant moves. Oh, apparently I dropped the ball somewhere too. But anyway, let's flip that board. Alright, E4 was bad. They preferred castle. Oh, I guess, yeah, I should have castled probably. I don't think I'm bad here. 3, we get the check in. Bishop to C8, they don't like. Oh, okay. Yeah, this pawn is kind of hanging, huh? We can just pick that up. The queen doesn't actually have a square to go to. Okay, that makes sense. Get F4. So I take, queen takes. My brilliant move did end up being a blunder. Shit. What if he takes here? Yes, so that's good for me, so I was right. Okay, so I was right that it's good for me, but that's only if he takes. So why is it a blunder, though? Bishop takes D3. Yeah, I guess I then have an isolated pawn, and I no longer have that cool threat of check. Yeah, alright, I see. I was too focused on him just taking the free rook. I wasn't even looking at him playing another move. That was me looking too much at the cool tactic. Yeah, that was obviously bad. I just take that shit. Yeah, and from here I just had to convert, really. This wasn't too difficult to do. Alright. Oh well. looks like my brilliant game wasn't as brilliant as I thought, but we kept up the pressure, played some pretty good moves in the game, and won again as black. But I'll see you guys on the next one.